fucking be out here looking for people too.
What do you mean look for him where?
Oh, Mr. Yeah, I fucking know developer of so and so. Oh yeah, I fucking know Mr. YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. Yeah, I know all the big dick fuckers. Well, let's go. Let's see them. Where they at, Mr. I fucking know everybody. Mr. I used to date the sister of the brother of the fucking cousin who fucking made the tail for fucking Pikachu.
I never said that.
Okay, Jesus Christ, you people. I'm tired of you people. Gotta be super fucking specific for every little fucking thing.
Ooh, someone joined.
Who joined?
Mm. Dom Killer? I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't know who that is either. All right, let's
Watch
see.
it be one of my fucking kids'
Kids.
friends.
Mm, Oh, I think that's Tyler.
Which one's Tyler?
I don't know if you know him.
Was that new guy that joined recently?
Nope.
I didn't have my speaker up.
What's up, Tyler?
My speaker wasn't on. That's why I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
I had to turn off for one week the sound of the game.
well, Tyler, you are cutting off and on.
Well,
I don't think you
don't
heard
know.
me. Yeah, you're cutting on and off, bro.
Last time I talked to you, you don't hear me. Go get my headset to see if that's.
Mm-hmm. Why haven't you been playing games, Nelson?
I have been. I've been playing with my kids.
Can you hear me better now, Will?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you, but now I can hear myself too. It's echoing.
Oh God, that probably is because I put my headset on. Damn it! Hold on. That's weird. It's only coming through one side. My headset is only working on one side.
Do you have another one?
Not anyone's at work. Hold on. It could be my settings.
Well, you stopped cutting out at least.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
now
I was
we're
using my
echoing.
I was using my PS5 speaker when it was cutting out.
Yo, what up, Seinfeld Steve? He likes it when
Seinfeld
it
still.
comes. Seinfeld Steve. Um, I'm not even reading his chat. Oh, that's weird. Unless he deleted it. Well, unlike you, Nelson, I have work tomorrow.
Shit.
That's it. That ain't work.
God damn it.
What the fuck are you bitching about?
I just got spun out.
That's what the fuck you get. Wait, what are you playing?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
I
You know,
cannot figure out where to fucking pit in this game. This track. This track alone.
I'm gonna be moving my gaming room into my office, for work. and I was cleaning, and I got my steering wheel pedal fucking thingy up there that I kind of been storing, and I was like, man, I should fucking install Gran Turismo again, so I can be like you, even if it's just for a match.
I just do my 5 races a week,
Yeah,
about
typical
an hour and a
fucking.
half.
Look, I'm just gonna give you a warning. I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of you today, okay?
Why?
Because you're a fucking Nintendo fucking loser.
Oh, you like that fucking Nintendo Direct, didn't you?
Yeah, right. Nintendo Direct was trash.
Fucking amazing.
What
I
was
wasn't here.
amazing about it?
Fire Emblem, fucking Metroid,
Shut the fuck up! You ain't played a
Mario
Paul
Tennis, baby.
McKibben
Let's
game in
go.
fucking 37 years. You
Mm.
fucking pussy. Metroid. That one I was looking. Yeah, Kinky Will. That's right. I actually was looking forward to the Metroid, and I'm glad they put a date on that thing. I don't, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know why the fuck I get excited for Metroid because I've never beaten a fucking Metroid game, and I've never played a Metroid game for more than like 5 hours. So why the fuck do I still get excited for these games, Nelson? Explain it to me, please.
Nintendo's just got that swag.
Nintendo's got that fucking pussy that you fuck, and then you come and you leave and never call her back. You don't pay child support. You act like you don't know the fucking kid. That's Nintendo.
But you love her.
Well, Seinfeld Steve, my boy. But we are going to talk about Nintendo today, and should be good. I'm out here folding my laundry while we're waiting for everybody to join us. They usually do about 15 minutes in, so shoot the shit for a little bit. You know what I mean? Get warmed up. Start the work week tomorrow for most of us. I know some people have exactly since I'm just calling you Steve. Exactly, Steve. It's like the crazy chick. You fucking got that good pussy, but can't fucking stick around. She'll cut your dick off eventually. Literally, Nintendo. Nintendo's out here fucking trying to sue everybody and they mama. But we're gonna get into that. That's one of our topics for the evening.
Oh, is this from your podcast?
Yeah, this is the
Yes.
podcast right here, my boy. You're in prime time right now.
I
This is
wonder, I
what
wonder if anybody can still hear me.
uh,
Guys,
Well,
I
they can
think
hear
that's
you
what it
as
oh
long
is.
as you're not don't have share voices unenabled,
yeah.
and they
No,
can hear
he
you.
Well, I turned it on there and never turned it.
hey, what up, Mr. Henry Heck out here living the life. How was the game today, Henry? I don't watch football. I think people that watch football are lesser than. So I couldn't I couldn't even tell you who won the game, but I'd be interested to know what you thought about it. Because I've been to football games. I've been to Lambeau Field. I've been to what's the one in Chicago, Nelson? Is that
Soldier,
Soldier Field? I've been to what's the one in the Cowboys? What's that called? Just Cowboy Stadium?
something like that. There's a new one. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah. When I was
AT&T or some shit. I don't
AT&T
remember.
Field, yeah. When I was a football fan, my team was the Cowboys.
Fucking
Oh, Doom, the Dark Ages. I didn't. I liked the game. I didn't think it was bad. I know a lot of people. I know that a lot of people didn't like it. They were saying it's too slow, but I think that was the point of the fucking
Played
game.
it yet?
The what?
I haven't even played it yet.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I got
Um,
lucky. My brother-in-law was the one who bought it for me because he wanted to play it. Oh, because I wasn't
I
gonna
have
buy it.
I've only played Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
Oh, yep, yep. I played.
I quit on Doom Eternal. I need to go back to it, but the reason I stopped playing is because that game is freaking hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It took me
I
like
played on easy too. I was still getting my ass kicked.
I played it in normal, but that game took me like 4 years, 3 or 4 years to finish. Because I would
But I
play
think
it
it's
for
on the
like,
Traversal.
yeah, it's the platforming.
Yeah, the
Uh,
platform Traversal is just pain as the ass.
and it's super super fast, which
Yeah,
I like it, but you really gotta be in the. I mean, for
I
me, I gotta be in the mood for it.
I just don't understand how I could beat Doom 2016 and I can't do any. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's a much faster game,
Yeah,
but
I think the first 2016 must have just been a slow paced game held
yeah,
to that one. I'll eventually go back to it. Maybe I'll have a better set of mind when I get back to it after I play some harder games, you know?
yeah. Damn. Steve says he's so old he played the first Doom game.
I have
Yeah.
the first Doom. I have
That
Doom
was
1
only
and
like
2.
'93.
No, yeah, yeah. They're I was gonna say I didn't play the first Doom game, but I remember the first Doom game, and it was
Oh,
like a forbidden thing. The kids at school, they would like sneak off into their dad's fucking PC to play it and shit, and then come talk about it the next day, like if they just fucking watched porn. Like, yeah, man, it was so bloody.
oh my
Like
God.
all those pixels. How the fuck
That's
can you tell it was bloody?
that is
Yo, I
funny.
remember my parents being like, "Oh, you can't play Mortal Kombat." I seen it on the news, and I was like, "Bro, me and my dad just watched a softcore porn yesterday, and you're worried about some fucking pixels spraying on the screen." Like,
Yeah,
hey,
you just watched the fucking John Claude Van Damme fucking
I
kicking
just
a dude's
watched
head off.
Jason fucking rip a chicken in half while she was getting fucking banged out.
Yeah.
Like, well, what the
Um,
fuck are we talking about?
well, I have
Yeah.
on the PS3, I have Doom 3, the BFG version, and it has Doom 1 and 2 already on there. So I played hard up Doom 1, and man, the only thing that's hard for that game in that game is the puzzles, just trying to figure out where to find the keys and what doors I can open.
Yeah.
I just have trouble. I have a learning disability, so some games I just
I prefer
it's a struggle.
Wolfenstein to Doom, but that's me.
I do too. I prefer Wolfenstein Doom too.
Just
Let me catch up with the chat. We have here Henry says my cousin team's loss to Chiefs. It was man. I don't watch football either, but Yo
They're
Romero
0-2
won
now, I
last night,
believe.
so that's my W for the weekend. That's cool, man. I mean, look, it's an experience, you know what I mean? And then you went out of town to go watch the game, so that's cool. I uh I think the last game I went to go see was the Packers versus the Cowboys. I don't know, like 9, 10 years ago. And the thing about Lambeau Field is that it's cold as fuck, man. Don't matter where you sit, the seats are like bleacher seats from like a high school baseball and shit. So you're freezing your ass off. They rent these like little chairs. They're not that big. You pick them up. It's basically flat on the bottom. It's got no legs, and you just put it on the bench so your ass ain't touching the bare metal. And they only have so many. So once they're out, they're fucking out. So I mean, it sucks. It's like if I'm gonna watch football, I'd rather watch it at home. Like fuck Lambeau Field. And the other thing about Lambeau Field is those fucking tickets. Like if you want to get season tickets, you will never be able to. Maybe your great grandchildren will. Like these tickets are fucking like they're sold in generations. They're passed down by generations. Okay. Also, Lambeau Field or the Packers are the only team that are publicly owned by the city. Another unique thing. Where is Ford Field? Is that Detroit?
Yeah, I think so.
So Michigan in the house.
We're all
Yeah,
in the
no.
same division:
All I'm
Detroit,
saying is,
fucking Chicago, Minnesota, and Green Bay.
damn, $110, bro. Henry just paid for to get a lift. Yeah, that's expensive. You
God
gotta
damn, bro, for a
you gotta
lift.
figure that's all them people are trying to fucking get a ride.
Yeah, I know. My parents, like, I don't know if it was last year or this coming year, but they're gonna make bank, or it did make bank off of the Super Bowls in Arizona, and they have a Airbnb their place, so they fucking put the prices way up for the Super Bowl
Yeah, when
because
I
it's only
did
20 minutes from there.
well, bro, when I fucking did I did Uber for a summer. I left my job before I got into my other job, and I drove Uber. And Friday, like Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday nights, you could make a fucking killing, right? Because those are bar hours. And then when we had like the festivals like Italian Fest or fucking the Pride Fest and German Fest and all these fests, you make a fucking killing. So I can only imagine what like a big sport fucking event would bring in as one of those drivers. But yeah, we got a pretty jam-packed evening for you guys, man. And, I know some of you guys wait all week for this. Actually, nobody probably waits all week for this show, but I do. I look forward to it. I know Nelson probably doesn't. Nelson doesn't give a fuck. All he cares about is Nintendo, Nintendo, Nintendo.
Hey, I
But
got that other one in the mail this week.
nice. Another Switch 2, which is literally, hey, by the way, guys, the Switch 2 for all you physical gamers is literally fucking useless. No more physical cartridges on that fucking thing. So it doesn't fucking matter. It's useless.
Oh, guess they use key cards now.
Nope, because every time Nintendo does a software or hardware update, you now need internet connection for the game, even though the game's on the
Isn't
cartridge.
that for only Switch 1 games?
No. Well, let me take that back.
I'm pretty
That
sure it's
could
just
be
for the
true.
upgrade from
That
Switch 1
could
to
be
2.
true because I don't have many Switch 2
Because you
games.
need to download the patch to upgrade the new one for it to be compatible.
Uh, Not necessarily. But we're gonna get into that. And what's up, Enrique? All the way from Mexico. Mr. Enrique in the house. I want to say thank you to Enrique. He's been coming into all my streams this week, man. Or last week too. Metal Eden, you were there. I've been playing Borderlands, you're there. So thank you, bro, for the support. I appreciate you. Enrique is a gamer all the way from Mexico. He just got his copy of Nelson. What's the game we're waiting on from Limited Run Games?
Oh,
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
He just got his copy of Shinobi,
You haven't
and
gotten yours yet? I thought yours was already. Mine was like being prepared days ago. I haven't looked lately.
bro, me too. And those fuckers, this is the worst experience I've had with limited run games. Normally, they ship the shit when they say they will. It gets here in a couple days. I'm hoping that tomorrow being Monday, it's like, it says it's in transit, but it's still stuck in North Carolina. So, but I'm really looking forward to Shinobi. And it's one of the games that I'm probably going to stop everything I'm playing to play just because I had such a good time with the demo, man. Like, I loved it. It's a little bit challenging, but you know, are you, what's your name on PSN, Steve? But it's one of those games I'm just looking forward to, man. I've been playing. Well, let's start the podcast, man. Let's start the fucking podcast. We got a group of people in here. We're getting into some of the topics. Welcome to the State of Gaming podcast. I am your host, Will 777JP, and today we have an unexpected special guest in the house, Mister. Well, Nelson's always expected, right? Because he's the co-host. But we have Mr. Tyler with us as
Oh,
well.
oh, you give
Tyler,
me a shout out?
how are you? Yeah, man, this is official, bro. You're in prime time right now. This is
Oh,
Sunday
that's
Night
cool.
News. This is the Super Bowl of the channel. It's right now, Tyler. We get
Oh,
how
that's
many
cool.
views? About 100 views on these videos every week. Tyler, you better come prepare, my boy. Tyler, how are you? Let the people know how you are or how you've been doing and what games you've been playing.
Um, I'm great, and right now I'm actually just been playing through all my Jaeger games because I just wanted something simple right now. And
Nice.
I'm currently playing finished, not finished, but I'm currently playing Jaeger Avengers.
Lego Avengers. How are you liking that
Yeah.
one?
Great, I just finished the first movie. Now I'm waiting for to start the second movie.
Nice. You
Yeah.
also are looking forward to the new Batman Lego game that's
Jaeger
coming out.
Batman,
That looks
Legacy
really
of the
good,
Dark
actually.
Knight.
Yeah.
Next year, I can't wait. It looks like it has Arkham style combat. It
Mm-hmm.
has actual difficulty settings and open world. It has every Batmobile from every movie show, hopefully TV show. I'm not sure if it's gonna have the Adam West Batman mobile, but that'd be awesome if they
Oh
do.
God, I'd love if it had a scene where the fucking shark is dangling from fucking Batman and he hands him the shark repellent. You ever seen
Oh,
that?
no. Oh, is it
Oh,
from one of the movies?
it's from the old show. He's
Oh, I
like, or the
I
old
watched
Batman
some of the old
movie.
show.
There's a shark on Batman's leg, and he's like, Robin, hand me the Batman shark repellent, and he
Oh,
fucking
I
sprays
remember
his.
that episode.
That was fucking goofy, dude. Shit was funny though.
Well, that's
I,
dope.
I like I like that one where he was trying to get rid of a bomb and someone always gets in the way. Like
Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, you know what I was going with.
Yeah, that shit's funny. Some
Well,
days
It's
you just
corny
can't
but
get rid of a
funny.
bomb.
well, y'all can tell that Tyler and Nelson are old as shit. Remembering TV shows
Oh,
from the late '90s, or I mean early
70s,
'90s. You're right. I was gonna
that
say
was
late
from the.
'80s.
60s or
Wasn't that the
70s.
60s?
Old as
Yeah, I think it
shit.
was late 60s.
They used to
Hey,
show
I'm
those
42. I'm not
reruns.
that old. I'm
No,
42.
no,
I'm
you're
not
not
that
that
old.
old. You actually, you're probably the oldest one here because Nelson is
I
39. I'm
I just
37.
I just watch old school shows.
Well, they're the best. I mean, they used to do all those reruns, back in the 90s.
But
Um,
I have DVDs. I watch them on DVD.
oh, nice. Those things are, yeah, deep, man. Physical media is what's up. Well, anyways, that's Tyler. Tyler is a subscriber of the channel. And like I tell you guys all the time, if you want to hop in, just hop in, man. Let me know in advance. What up, Iron Man, Mr. Gifting 5 memberships? Appreciate you. So, like I
Iron Man
said,
came back.
if you want to join the podcast, just hit me up, join me, and or talk to me or Nelson, and we'll get you in here. Tyler happened to hop in, which is okay too. He's already been on the Just Playing live stream with me and RPG88, so you're
Yeah,
more than welcome. So
yeah, I should have talked you through the the
the
you
chat.
guy before coming in. I just saw that it was an open account or open
No,
um
you're good, man. That's why we have it set up that way for that specific reason. But yeah, you stay in as long as you like, Tyler. Whenever you want to head out, head out. It's okay. But me and
yeah
Nelson,
about
we
about
will.
8 o'clock my time. I will probably be going live stream a game
All right, cool.
about 8 o'clock.
Well, then we also have my co-host, Mr. Nelson Gaming Culture. Nelson, let the people know what you've been playing, Mr. Bot.
The regulars, yeah, I've been playing a bot game. I finished Gears of War with my oldest, and my youngest was pissed that he couldn't play, so I'm playing with him now. So
Wait, which one is your oldest, or I mean your youngest?
Marcus, Lucas, he's
Lucas is your
7.
youngest. Okay, because I got a DM.
What
I
did he
got a
say? Something like, "Dad
DM.
won't let me play Gears with him" or
No, no, no,
something?
no. He asked me. He asked me if I can play with him. Inviting Lava. Who's that one?
That one's Marcus.
That's the oldest.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's getting greedy. So he played with you, and then he
he
wants me
already
to play
finished the
with him.
game.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
greedy
probably.
fuck. Oh yeah, so he hit me up. He's like, hey, you want to play co-op game? This was I think yesterday morning. I
Well,
was like,
no, because
nah.
he's mad because now that I beat that with him, then like when we have time to sit down with them or whatever, I'm playing with Luke because me and him already finished the game, so he probably feels left out now.
Well, oh well. Yeah, well, it's not nothing new. The kid will hit me up every once in a while to play a game. Except he hits me up during like work hours or like, Will's got to go fucking shopping for the family cuz Will's got responsibilities. So I'm like, hey, whenever your dad's available, that's basically when I'm available, unless it's a weekday in the evening, then I'm available then too. But he doesn't fuck with me because at that point he can play with his little friends. So Will is chopped liver at that point. So
Yeah, I know.
he don't give a fuck. But either way, uh so you finally played Reloaded. What you think of it?
It was just like the Xbox One version, to be honest. But
No, it wasn't.
yeah, it was.
You're telling me
I
that the
actually,
Xbox
I actually
controller
bowed.
felt like the DualSense. That's what you're fucking telling me.
No, that was the only difference. The chainsaw felt really cool with the fucking DualSense.
Yeah, it did.
That's what my
have
kids
the
go
Xbox, so I
around. They
don't
try
know.
to kill everything with a chainsaw
Yeah.
because they love how it feels.
Well, we're
I just
actually
got the
going to
Xbox version, so I don't know.
yeah, Tyler, if you already have it on Xbox, bro, don't worry about getting the PlayStation version.
That's
It's
probably
the
about
same.
almost the same types of DualSense.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
actually my
same.
kid's favorite part about that game is fucking ripping shit apart with the chainsaw.
I mean, it's only
Well,
$40, so it's not like it's super super duper expensive, but I mean,
besides, I
it,
got it free on the Xbox, so they gave it to me for free for having the other version.
yeah, the other version.
It's
Yeah,
the
so you're
same
good with that.
version, so
Yeah, it's
there's
the
really
same.
no difference.
It's like why buy it when I got it for free?
And fucking Iron Man out here, 56 hours on Borderlands 4. That's an insane amount. Well, we're
The
gonna
game's
get
only been
into
out for 2 days. That dude
yeah.
hasn't gone to sleep.
Well, he changed his time zone on his Xbox, so he started playing it Thursday afternoon. So he's had
What,
about 12
doesn't it
hours
get you
more.
banned by that?
What's that?
Won't they ban you for trying that?
Nah,
Only if you get
nah.
caught.
Yeah, if you get caught, but who the
And
fuck is
how do you
gonna?
get caught? I guess
I don't
someone has to
know.
phone you in.
Yeah, but let's get into a little bit of the news for Gears. And we're gonna be talking about Borderlands. Let me go run through what we're gonna be talking about tonight, because tonight's gonna be a good one in my opinion. We're gonna be talking about Nintendo today. We're gonna talk a good amount about Nintendo, not just with the direct. What honestly I didn't even fucking watch, but there are some things on there that I have read upon that I am interested in. But then I also want to talk about some of the shenanigans that Nintendo has been going through, and one of them in specific I think it's really going to hurt the video game industry. And I really would like to get your opinion, Nelson, and you guys out there watching, what you guys think about that, because I think this is something extremely dangerous. Now, I'm not just shitting on Nintendo because, oh, it's $80. Like, none of their games are worth 80. That's subjective, right? For me, none of their fucking games are worth 80. But if you're a Nintendo hardcore and whatever fucking game, you think it's worth it, right? But no, what I'm talking about in specific is something that is extremely dangerous. And I'm not saying this as just a gamer, but just in general, like as a person, logically speaking, this is a bad precedent. So we'll get into that. We're also going to be talking about the Silent Hill. The game's coming out this month as well, and then we're gonna also talk a little bit into the best-selling PlayStation games of all time, which I think will be a good topic for everybody to be involved with, because we all have our own personal opinions, but the numbers will speak for themselves, and we will go over um, what the actual numbers are and what games are in there. We're gonna talk a little bit about Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann. We're also gonna be talking about Ghost of Yote and what happened this last week. And the question is, should people in the video game industry be able to publicly um, give their opinions on personal issues? And should they be affected, or should they be treated like everybody else? And then we're also going to be talking about Venom and Sucker Punch. So it's going to be a very, very, and Sly Cooper. And so it's going to be a very, very heavy topic evening. So let's get into the Gears thing right away, because I got this article from Game Rant, and it says Gears of War 2 player count is way up. Last week we talked about how Gears was only at 1 million players, and PlayStation was super, super under performing, right? Like they felt, I think it was like 300K or something like that were only on PlayStation. The rest were PC and Xbox, which in all reality, that is super underperforming, especially for a super popular IP like Gears. So we have an update a week later, and that's the title. It says here Gears of War 2 players count has risen considerably, showing renewed interest in the title. Series veteran and newcomers are like seem to be checking out Gears of War 2 due to recent launch of Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War Reloaded didn't take long to reach 1 million players, bringing Xbox fans in once again and giving PlayStation gamers an opportunity to try out the game for the first time. Those Xbox fans seem to be eager to be back with the franchise, judging by new player count statistics with Gears of War. Um,
I
Another
don't know. It was
element
really, really, really low on when I looked in the Xbox store. So
Another element that's likely helping Gears of War Reloaded and Gears of War 2 to see significant player count is their inclusion with Xbox Game Pass. In fact, the full series is currently available on Game Pass, so players can check out the entire franchise without paying extra, which is always enticing. This may very well funnel fans straight into the Gears of War E-Day. So I don't think a lot of you guys heard me correctly. I said Gears of War 2 player count is way up. Not that Gears of War 1 Reloaded is way up. It reached 1 million, which is a good amount, especially for a $40 game, the remake of or a remaster of a remaster of a remaster, right? But Gears of War 2 numbers are way up. Nelson, why is Gears of War 2 numbers up?
I don't. Gears of War 2?
Yes.
Oh,
I was shocked about that when you told.
I don't know. I tried to play it yesterday, but I could. My disc
Jesus,
didn't work. I gotta
what do
find
you
another one.
mean? You don't know why? Because Gears of War Reloaded came out. So
Yeah,
therefore, people want to continue the fucking story. Jeez.
yeah. I tried to do that, but my disc 2 and 3 are apparently scratched, so I need to get new copies. Actually went and looked today, but they didn't have any at the pawn shop, so
My
I'll have to
question
stop
is,
somewhere else next week.
What's
my
up, Tyler?
question is, my question is, if Gears of War 2's numbers is so high now, do you think possibly in the future will PlayStation 5 will get a or 2 reload?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the topic that I wanted to get into today is, well, continuing the conversation we had last week. Gears of War 2 count is way high. Why? Because people are playing Reloaded. The story is awesome and they want to continue it. And guess what? There's an additional 4 more Gears in the mainline series available. Gears of War 2, 3, 4, and 5, not including Gears Judgment and not including Gears Tactics. So there's a lot more IP. And what Tyler said, I absolutely think will happen. Now, the question is, will we get a Gears 2 before Gears E Day? Or will we get Gears E Day, and then we'll get Gears 2 and then Gears 3 and so on and so forth. Tyler, what do you think?
My opinion is that if they wanted to put the hype up for E-Day, it would be in the best interest for Gears of War 2 E Reloaded out before E-Day because we don't know when E-Day is coming out next. So they want to get the hype up. They release Gears of War 2 maybe way before E-Day comes out, so they get the hype.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I would at least try to put the
2
trilogy.
and 3 would be do better than 1 just because so many people have not had a chance to play a remaster or a whatever of 2 and 3, but 1 has been out there for 10 years, you know?
Yeah, and well, yeah, me too. I would, well, the number one, I would make sure that I put Gears, the trilogy, out there before Gears E Day. Now, rumors are that Gears E Day will release sometime in 2026. Now, let's just say summertime. Xbox,
I think it'll be
sometimes,
fall, but yeah.
between fall and the second half of 2026 is when I think it will come out. So
It'd
if
be
they
a
can
great idea if
release,
they got one out in January and one out in like May.
yeah. So people get the whole story. Now they're really anchoring for, because Gears 2 and
Nobody gives
3,
a shit about 4 and 5.
yeah, no, no, well, I like them, but 2 and
They're
or
all right. They're
they're
better. They're
okay.
one some of Xbox better games, but
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
okay. They're not
take
the
that for what it's.
In my opinion, I think they should have just did a Gears of War remaster trilogy from the
Tyler.
why
You're
they
cutting
just
out,
start
bro.
with.
We only
I just
caught a
don't
little
understand
bit.
why they. I was just not understanding why they just did do a trilogy from the start instead of just one game.
Yeah. Well, it could have been for a couple different reasons.
More money,
More
to be
money.
honest.
Yeah. Because I mean, think about it.
You can get
Why?
40, 40, 40, or you can get 70 for all 3.
Yeah, and on top of that, why is Xbox even putting Gears on PlayStation? Because they want more money, so they're gonna try to maximize that. So I don't think that they'll do it as quick as we're saying, January and then May. That's just too soon. They're gonna want to fucking spread that shit out. But it would be nice for the fans, especially the PlayStation gamer, because they haven't played Gears, right? So it will be cool. Now, the question the chat asked earlier is, when is Halo coming over to PlayStation? And I think that's on the way. I think actually they're gonna do a remaster or a remake of CE and then put that everywhere. Nelson, what do you
Yeah, I think
think
they'll do
about
a
that?
I think that's what they're working on right now is a remake, and then they'll do, I don't know, a collection of the other ones or something, and then I don't know, a couple years after that, then you'll see whatever's new, and that can flop again, and we're back to square one.
I mean, the biggest money makers here are gonna be the Bungie Halo. You know what I mean? So I think 1, 2, and 3 they'll try to milk as much as they can, and then 4, 5, and Infinite they'll put out however
I
and whatever.
heard but Xbox is planning to Starfield on 5.
What was that?
I heard Starfield might come on PS5.
Yeah, so
I'm sure it will.
yeah, it will. It will. All those Xbox first party game. Well, I shouldn't say all those because it's not like they had a ton of them, but definitely those that were in the Series X that were exclusive in the first half of the or the beginning part of the generation. Those will definitely be coming out. I mean, Xbox has become the number one publisher in the world. In the last year because of
They
that.
bought the number one publisher in the
Well,
world, so
yeah, they did. They bought 1 and 2 publishers. Well, I don't want to say they're top 2, but Call of Duty and then of course Bethesda or ZeniMax.
ABK was the biggest in the West by fucking
by
almost
a
double the
mile.
amount. Yeah,
Yeah,
by a mile.
yeah.
They
But
were worth as much as like Take-Two, EA, and then you'd have change left over to buy like 5 more fucking publishers. Like
yeah,
it's
exactly.
insane.
What up, Crash? How are you?
But it's
Welcome, bro. He says I thought Halo 7, 8,
but
and
it's Starfield
9 was
isn't gonna
going to be
be good
Xbox
enough.
exclusive. Yeah, no, ain't no more Xbox exclusives. That shit does not exist. Well, first party exclusives,
But
I should say.
but is Starfield even gonna do good enough to even go on PS5? Because people hated it when it was introduced on Xbox.
No, it'll do good. The reason it'll do
It'll
good
do
is because it's
okay.
Bethesda,
Yeah,
so it will do
exactly.
okay
You're
because of that.
guaranteed 1 million sales just because it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah. And remember, everything that they poured
Oh,
over to PlayStation is, I don't like saying this because there's always money and effort you got to put in to port shit over, but it's free money, right? They already basically cut their losses with the game. Whatever they didn't make, they put it on Game Pass. They fucked up the sales for that game. So anything they get is just going to pad that bank account for Microsoft. And because Bethesda does have such a huge following and huge fans, where think about this, the Bethesda hardcore gamer or fan is just like the Nintendo hardcore. They make every and any excuse to say that it's the fucking best, right? They'll say, "Oh no, the bugs give it charm. The fact that the game is broken gives it charm." Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking simp. Like, if Bethesda was a dude, they would let Bethesda fuck their wife. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, Nate? And Nate. But Bethesda has always done well with PlayStation. You know what I mean? Even Nelson, what's
yeah.
the name of the game with the ghost in Japan that was a PlayStation
That didn't do
exclusive?
good, but that wasn't
That
Bethesda. That was a studio under ZeniMax.
yeah, under ZeniMax,
Mhm.
but the whole ZeniMax crew, they have some heavy IPs. They got some heavy hitters in there. So I don't know, maybe
Mostly Bethesda. There's games that I like, but even Wolfenstein, it didn't sell a lot. None of their
from
studios have
Machine
really
Games.
ever sold a lot now.
No,
Doom does
and what's
okay.
up, Ane? How are you, man? But what I was saying is that yes, Bethesda is the main one, but you still have all those companies, all those public developers under ZeniMax, under Bethesda, that have strong IP and have a fan base. And on PlayStation, just the numbers alone, right, with how many users they have, they're gonna do better
They
numbers than they ever
estimated
could
that
have had on Xbox.
they thought between Indiana Jones and Starfield they'd do 10 million copies just on PlayStation.
Yeah,
But
Oh yeah.
those games haven't hit 10 million together total on everything. But
Well, they may have 10 million people who pushed X. We don't know.
that's a possibility.
Tyler, anything you want to
And
say about that?
um I I was just gonna I don't know about that. I was gonna since we brought up Wolfenstein, I heard that they have a new interest and they're gonna release a new Wolfenstein because it's been going around the internet for a while.
Yeah, that was an interview that they had with the director, where he kind of gave a
But it's
little
not a for sure
teaser.
thing.
It's not a for sure thing, but that the thing that I love about Wolfenstein is that the team that makes it, Machine Games, is it Machine Games? I think it's Machine Games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's Machine
is.
Games. I know that.
They're very passionate about Wolfenstein. Like that's their baby. So I have confidence that if they get the option to
Oops.
decide what game they're gonna make, if they don't go with a brand new IP, they'll go with Wolfenstein. Especially, I feel like
And
they have a chip on their shoulder with the last Wolfenstein game they did, Youngbloods, when
the
how
Young
poorly
Blood.
it did. I mean, that thing
Oh,
came
another.
out, the Youngbloods one. Yeah, that thing came out during a very heavy, like cultural, political fucking time in gaming, and they drank the Kool-Aid, man, and they fucking did shit that they shouldn't have, and the game suffered for it. So now that
Oh,
we're kind of
I
coming
have
out
it. I
of
just
that a
never
little
played
bit,
it yet.
it sucks, bro. It's trash. The fucking co-op is just garbage. I mean, me and Nelson played it, and I love Wolfenstein. I play Wolfenstein every couple of years, the whole series front to back. And yeah, that one was ass. But
I bought
let's
it brand new, so I might still have to give myself to like at least play it a little bit.
yeah, no, go ahead and play it, man. It's a good time. It's easier than Doom, but not
I
by much.
I'll still try it and see what I think of it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into
But
Nintendo.
I still had to play the Oh, Nintendo.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say? Finish it off.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'll get around to it in this, because the only Wolfenstein I played was the new Odo, and I played a little bit of the new bosses, but I mean those games are pretty hard, so that's why I kind of stopped.
Yeah. I just got to get used to it, man. But let's get
Yeah, I
into
will.
Nintendo, man. The meat and potatoes of the podcast, man, because there's a lot of information that we got from Nintendo recently. And the Nintendo Direct happened this week. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and it was an hour long, and some people loved it. A lot of people didn't like it. I myself only watched a little bit of it, and the parts that I watched were a complete promotion of Nintendo as a whole. Not necessarily games, but as a whole, right? They had the fucking talking flower. They showed the new Mario movie. They even what's it called, Nelson? The Pit Boy, or not the Pit
Yeah,
Boy? That's
no, it's
the
the Virtual Boy.
the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy. It's like, my guy. If the Virtual Boy didn't sell in the fucking 90s, it ain't gonna sell today. And in beautiful Nintendo fashion, they said, well, if you don't want to spend $100 to get the Virtual Boy full size, we can sell you a piece of cardboard for $24.99, right? Well, you gotta love them, bro. Um,
God, Nintendo.
ought to play a game just as shitty as it was in the fucking 90s. But that's the question I want to start off with in regards to Nintendo, because you know people say that Nintendo's for the kids, but yet it's the Virtual Boy for your regular 5, 6 year old out here that loves playing video games, or is the Virtual Boy for the old fucks like us? Nelson, what do you think about that?
That's for the old fucks like us. 'Cause hardly anybody remembers that thing, really.
No, I remember walking at Kmart with my parents and begging them to buy me the fucking thing because it was like $40 or $30, and stupid cheap, and they wouldn't buy it for me. But they had such a terrible time with that fucking thing. But
I think it only had like 24 games or something like that too.
yeah, yeah, only had it had very little games. But in true Nintendo fashion, right? They're always trying something different, trying something new, something that's never been done. And you
They were
know what?
trying VR 25 years before anybody else.
Exactly. So they that didn't hit, but guess what? The Switch hit. The Switch 2 is hitting.
The biggest reason though it didn't hit back then was it was so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, and plus it was
It would
shitty.
hurt your back to fucking,
Yeah, you couldn't
you know what
play
I
it
mean?
longer than like 10, 15 minutes. The games kind of
You
sucked.
guys ever play the Wii U?
The Wii U? No, no. I stopped
Yeah,
fucking with
because I
Nintendo
had that,
after
and
the N64, bro.
the stupid the, the stupid control was so freaking big. I could only play that for an hour before I got hurt.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of
Well,
Nintendo
I
at
didn't
all.
have the Wake control. I had the big pad.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, so Wii
Dog, you
U.
know.
It's just Nintendo doesn't have anything that
Oh my God.
interests me. I mean, Tyler, do you play a Nintendo
Um, I when I do play Nintendo, I play on the so I play now.
on the Wii?
Oh no, I was just asking about that because I was, but
I'm sorry, because you're
I
cutting off. I
the
can't
only
hear
Nintendo
what
I
you're
play
saying.
now. Oh, sorry. I just played the Switch now. That's the only Nintendo product
Okay,
I use now.
the Switch. Nelson, have you owned every single Nintendo ever?
No, the Switch was the first one I got since the Super Nintendo, to be honest.
So then why do you like fucking licking Nintendo's nipples so hard?
Because they make great games.
What Nintendo games have you beaten lately?
Don't worry about it.
So you like the illusion of Nintendo, but you don't really play Nintendo. Okay, gotcha. You're like them fucking dudes who are getting hyped for Resident Evil fucking 9, but you're just gonna play it on your fucking powered fucking Xbox or PlayStation or PC. But the fact that they included that on their fucking show, like if it was some big fucking deal, it's just a talking point for you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking knew it.
But what my question is, when the hell are they gonna release Metro Prime 2 and 3 remaster? I have the first one.
I have no idea, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Uh, one of the games that got announced, or I should say DLC, was Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC Shadow Drop during the Switch, or I'm sorry, during the showcase or the direct. I mean, and it's selling for $20. So for the people out there, and by the way, Donkey Kong Bonanza at $70, I beat the game. There is a lot to do in that game, a lot. So if we're going, if we're saying is the value worth it based on playtime, yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza has definitely crushed that, and I believe that the DLC, if it's just as jam packed, will be worth it too. But that's not what it looked like to me. When you beat the game, you can go back and redo any of the levels that you like. Kind of like a new game plus without it being new game plus. This Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC called Emerald Rush looked like some of the same levels that I already visited. So Nintendo being Nintendo, we all saw Mario Sunshine for the third time or second time in the last 5 years. Nelson, do you think that this
Galaxy.
or Galaxy, do you think that this Emerald Rush DLC will actually be worth it, or do you think it'll be just some same old Nintendo just putting shit out there to make money off of you?
I don't know. I'm sure people will like it. If you like Donkey Kong, it's like RoboCop. RoboCop was more RoboCop. I was cool with that. I liked RoboCop.
Well, for those of you guys don't know, Donkey Kong Bonanza is really the first real Switch 2 exclusive that Nintendo does have. Um,
You pay $80 for that?
no, it's 70. If it was 80, I would never have bought it. I already have a hard time justifying 70 for Nintendo, let alone 80. Ain't no fucking way I'm ever paying $80 for a Nintendo game. I don't give a fuck if it comes with a bitch that will suck my dick. I ain't paying 80 for that shit. But the whole
I'm just,
bullshit that their games will be priced accordingly is fake as fuck because Kirby is fucking 80 with the DLC and the Switch 2 upgrade, which by the way, don't waste your fucking money. Also, all these fucking I mean, they're selling Nintendo's taking it to the next level. The one thing that they learned with this fucking direct is that, over on our side of things, right? PlayStation, Xbox, PC, when they are showing you a game, when they're selling you a game, they'll give you a season pass, for example. They'll say, hey, if you buy the season pass, you get these two DLCs that are yet to be announced, right? And a lot of the fucking times they do it because they got to sell you a deluxe edition. A lot of times these developers don't even know what the DLC is going to be, but they're going to get to work and they'll put it out within a couple of years or sometimes within 6 months, whatever. But Nintendo is taking it to the next level. Not only are their DLCs finished, ready to fucking go, they're selling it to you right then and there before the game is even out. And we saw that with Pokemon A to Z, I think it's called, or Z to A or whatever. They have that one Pikachu freaking DLC. That thing looks complete to me. That will be releasing. Well, I don't think they set a date, but think about this: you're now going to be paying $70 for the game plus $30 for that DLC. You're talking about $90 for a fucking Switch game. You're talking about
oh my God.
$90 for Donkey Kong. You're talking about $80 for Kirby, which is a 3-year-old game. So you're gonna be spending a lot more money on Nintendo than you may have thought. Tyler, what do you think about these prices with Nintendo? What do you think about these DLCs that Nintendo is charging $30 for?
I I just think they think that there's someone's freaking hardcore players that will buy it anyway, so they can freaking charge any price they want,
Well, let me
and they'll
ask you
buy it
this:
anyway.
how many hardcore Switch players do you know?
I don't actually. I like I play some Nintendo games and I don't even like it that much, and I don't know that many that would even pay that much. I even have a friend of mine, a childhood friend, that wasn't even planning to buy the Switch till next year, thinking the price would go down.
Yeah, because I don't know anybody, and I'm in the like game, you know, YouTube X. I know a lot of guys that have big channels on YouTube. They have
Yeah.
like a big following, 10, 15, 20,000 followers or subscribers. I know guys that, all they do. I mean, look at Brett. I know Brett. Brett played, he just said earlier, he 54 hours in Borderlands 2 and he started playing this game Thursday afternoon. So I know a lot of hardcore gamers and I don't know not
I just
one hardcore Switch 2 gamer. Chat.
yeah,
Do you guys
I
know of a
just think
hardcore
that
Switch 2 gamer?
I am I don't really have one, but I just think to like the real reason I think is that it comes down to greed. They just think they just think, well, this they're gonna get over it, you know?
Yeah. Well,
And
go ahead, Tyler.
I'm just not willing to pay that much money for a freaking game.
No.
$80 is already high enough, and they think they're gonna sell for 90 to 100, and people are gonna be okay with it. They have nothing coming.
Well, so far people have been paying. I mean, look at Mario
That's
Kart. It's
crazy.
almost 1 to 1 to how many consoles sold to how many games sold. But
It
when I
was
think
just
when I think about that $30 price point, I think about one of my favorite DLCs of all time, which is Phantom Liberty. Phantom Liberty came out at a price point of I think it was $30. But we're talking Idris Alba as voice actor. We're talking 15 hours to 20 hours of additional gameplay. We're talking high production, triple A production. We're talking about added content. We're talking about 2.0 freaking, we're talking about basically changing the whole freaking game for $30. Other developers that I can think of that have dropped DLCs or expansions for $30, Diablo, right? They done the $30, but even Diablo, even though people want to criticize them for charging you, $50 for a freaking horse skin, when you buy that expansion, it's full of items in there. It's full, like it feels like a whole new game sometimes. I just don't see a world where a Nintendo game charges $30 and that expansion feels like a whole new game. Nelson, you're the Nintendo fan, even though you don't play any fucking Nintendo games. Let the people know, what do you think about these DLC prices that they're coming up with, and do you think it'll be worth it? Is the content gonna be there?
I haven't really looked at it that much, to be honest, because I got to get the goddamn thing opened yet. So I
Okay,
thought they
well,
were 20. So
some are 20, but the big ones are 30, and that's the ones we're speaking
pretty
about.
standard.
Nope, not pretty standard at all. Pretty standard on PlayStation, Xbox. We're looking at 20. Very little. I just named a couple: Diablo, uh, Cyberpunk.
I would I don't think it's worth
No, no,
prices.
no, definitely not. Especially with
It's
Nintendo being
add-ons
so,
for a game already bought.
well, they're so underpowered. So I mean, the real thing that Nintendo has to provide here is gameplay, right? They have to. If you can't do the whole voice acting and graphics and all the other stuff that these big pub or developers create, then you have to come at them with straight gameplay, which is, let's be real, the Switch 2 is still underpowered. Um, these games just don't have that. And even with Donkey Kong, it can feel very repetitive. The only thing that keeps Donkey Kong fresh is that you change levels pretty frequently. But if we're talking just straight gameplay, that thing gets pretty fucking rinse and repeat pretty fucking fast. There's these there's these powers that you get, like elephant, snake, zebra. Those are nice little mixes. But after that level that you play them in, which is the level where, if you go into the level where you got to get that elephant power, once you beat that level, you don't really use that elephant power too much. Yeah, there's little instances where you do, but it's not like they build on from there. And it felt lazy to me. But hey, if you've beaten Donkey Kong Bonanza, you have a difference of opinion, please let me know in the chat because I'd be definitely interested to see what you say about that because I definitely like hearing other perspectives. But any of you two have anything to say about value, the DLCs that you saw, the pricing before we move on to another Nintendo topic?
No.
Say about that.
Anything else, Tyler, in regards to that stuff?
No, I don't think I.
All right, then let's talk about the Nintendo lawsuit, or not lawsuit, but Nintendo patent that just approved and got passed recently. And Nintendo's patent is basically they patent this thing where it's a gameplay mechanic, and basically you cannot call another creature to fight for you and have it come out of an object. Meaning, if you have a game where you summon a creature to do fighting for you, it cannot come out of an object. It has to basically come from nothing. Now, of course, that mechanic is done in thousands of games. Some of the big ones, Final Fantasy, um, a lot of the Capcom games. What are those games called, Nelson? Builders.
Monster Rancher.
Yes, that too. So that mechanic is very famous. Well, in the U.S., Nintendo the U.S. gave Nintendo that patent. Now there is some people calling foul play in that because they're saying, hey, they shouldn't be allowed to get that patent. That is a thing that games were doing before Nintendo were making these type of
I don't think
games.
they should.
They'll be there after the fact, but Nintendo's a very lawsuit heavy company. They will sue anybody for anything that they feel is infringing in their IP. With a patent like this, it's dangerous territory because this isn't the only patent that they got recently. They also been going after patents like mounts. You cannot. One of the patents they try to get is switching smoothly between mount to mount. Meaning, if you pull out a bird and you're flying the bird, and all of a sudden you want to ride a fucking horse, you do that. And if it's a smooth transition, Nintendo said that's ours. We created that. and
What?
and they're doing very a lot of these patent lawsuits, or not lawsuits, but submitting applications for a lot of these patents, and they're getting a lot of them approved. Sometimes the court will say no, so Nintendo will go back and switch out a couple of the things. Like for example, they switched out the smooth part out of that switching, um, creatures, and it went through. So
Oh, they
this is
should
a
not have went through.
no, it shouldn't have at all. But and this is a question I'm going to ask you guys, is this setting a precedence? Because if I'm a regular old publisher or developer on the other side of the world, or even in Japan itself, and I'm like, damn, Nintendo's going after all these patents, I should start going after patents too. And then another developer says the
This,
same thing, and another, and it
this
becomes a race to who can get the most patents. How dangerous
it's
is
gonna
that for
start a
video
wall.
games? Yeah, a
It's gonna
patent
start a
war.
wall for patents.
Yeah, Nelson, what do you think about that?
Just like what do you want the I forget what it's called. People who made Shadow of Mordor,
Yep,
Nemesis fucking thing or whatever.
yep.
Well, pretty soon you'll start blocking everyone off from using everything. Oh, can't teleport, can't fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, another famous patent is the one where during a load screen, there used to be I forget who patented it, but there used to be a game where they or you used to be able to play a mini game during load screens. So if you walk through the door and there's a load screen to load up the next section of the map, well, you can play a little mini game in that load screen. Do you know why we don't see those anymore? Because they patent
Gonna
it.
patent it,
Exactly.
patent it,
They patent it, it's
and
gone, nobody can do it. So eventually it'll get so big that now that's gonna suck the creative juices out of anybody. But Tyler, what do you think the world is gonna look like in video games in the future if all these
I
companies go after different patents?
I think it's gonna cause a lot of problems, like a war with patents, because they all want to patent everything. And then I'll give you an example. Like, how about a game that has, I think of my train of thought, fast travel. Like almost every game has open world games have fast travel. What happens if someone patents that and nobody?
Uh-oh, what happened?
Could you imagine only one company could just use fast travel and how easy it gets around a map for having fast travel and then some patents
Yeah,
and they cannot use it anymore. That's just one of my examples. It's just there was a
yeah,
ton of it's like having the patent I Grand Theft Auto I drive around. You can't do that because everybody clones Grand Theft Auto, but we've patent that and nobody else can have.
yeah. No, I
It'd be a
agree with you,
disaster.
Tyler. I agree. What about you, Nelson? What do you think about all these patents that Nintendo's trying to get for seemingly, shit that we've all just accepted in video games that have become part, like how Tyler said, fast travel and things like that.
I think it's fucking crazy that the courts are actually ruling on this shit.
Yeah. Well, not just
Pretty soon
crazy.
you're gonna be blocked off from like, oh, now you can't evolve or something. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
Yeah. Well, not just the course, but the fact that Nintendo even feels that they can go after these patents is mind
Hey,
blowing.
if it's working, fucking.
So,
Apparently they can.
spoken like a true Nintendo drone that doesn't even play Nintendo games. But we also got some moving on from the patent conversation is dangerous. This is the one that I was saying about earlier that I'm not even looking at this as a I don't like Nintendo because Nintendo games suck. No, I'm looking at this as a gamer and I'm like, this is dangerous. Just like I wouldn't like PlayStation or Xbox or anybody to go after patents like these. You know what I mean? Now if you
Everybody
create,
should have that creative control.
yeah,
Anybody should be able to use that, have the control over one company.
exactly. But this is a ridiculous thing. It's dangerous, and the even more crazier thing is that Nintendo is getting approved and getting these patents through. But continuing on with the direct, we saw Super Mario Galaxy 2 getting bundled. You either buy them individually, $40 each, or you buy the bundle for 70, which is as most goodwill as you're gonna get from Nintendo, right? Because getting the Switch 2 version of Mario Wonder, you got to pay that upgrade, so no goodwill there. But so far, what I've seen from the direct, it seemed like it was decent. They gave the hardcore Nintendo fans some of the answers to the questions they've been asking when it comes to their bigger games. And then it's even giving them some additional stuff like Mario Sunshine. I'm sorry, Mario
Galaxy 1 and
Galaxy
2.
1 and 2. Um, which I'm not even gonna shit on Nintendo for this because at this point we know that that's what they do. They will keep remastering games forever, right? People talk about Naughty Dog and how bad they are with it, but Nintendo does it for everything, so it's
People love it.
expected. It's expected. But speaking of Naughty Dog, there was an interview with Neil Druckmann, and he hinted to A Last of Us Part 3. And let me read this to you guys real quick so you can get some context about what I'm talking about here. It says Neil Druckmann may have hinted at the possibility of a third game in the Last of Us series while discussing the show. While the second game faced its fair share of controversy, it was undeniably successful and left many fans wanting more after somewhat open ending. There's still no official confirmation of a third The Last of Us game, but Ellie's story may not be over yet. It's been 5 years since the second game was first released, but the franchise has still had a recent string of wins. In May, both The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 became some of Amazon's best selling PS5 games as the second season of its HBO show wrapped up and propelled the franchise back into popularity. The show was renewed for a third season while Naughty Dog is gearing up for the release of another game, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet. A third Last of Us title may not be off the table. In an interview with Variety, Druckmann said, other things are coming. After leaving the show and what the studio had looked at ideas for what could be in The Last of Us Part 3 immediately after wrapping up the second game. Ultimately, Naughty Dogs decided to go with a new IP, but Druckmann said, quote, we have some other ideas that we'd like to explore, unquote, after the release of Intergalactic, which may be good news for The Last of Us fans. So, Neil Druckmann to me is a one trick pony. He hasn't really done anything outside of The Last of Us, and even The Last of Us Part 1 wasn't even all Neil. As a matter of fact, I would say that the greatness of Last of Us Part 1 was because of the other guy who kept Neil in check and kept fucking throwing out the stupid ideas that Neil wanted to do. And look what happened when Neil got full reign. Those ideas that got turned down for the first game, he implemented into the second game. Now, I don't care what anybody says, whether you're a fan of The Last of Us Part 2 or you're not. The Last of Us Part 2 story was complete fucking dog shit. Now, what I will not take away from the game is that it was polished. The gameplay mechanics were fucking A1. I mean, everything that wasn't the fucking story was tits, was excellent. But that is a Naughty Dog tradition when making games. Nelson, do you think this, let's beat a dead horse here. Do you think there is a Last of Us Part 3 to finish off the trilogy?
I have no idea, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we all don't fucking know, but that's why you're fucking here, so you can give us your
Yeah,
fucking
I
if,
know.
answer,
I don't
maybe.
know. I just want Neil to go away.
Well, he's not
I
gonna go
I
away.
I thought that the second game concluded the story anyway. I didn't know that there was any cliffhangers or anything.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, Tyler. People who are saying that Ghost of Tsushima was done and there is no more story to tell, I don't see them saying that for The Last of Us Part 2 when there really is no fucking story to tell. Ellie came back. Ellie didn't fucking accomplish her mission and get fucking revenge. Her girl left him. I was gonna say his, but her girl left him. She can't play the fucking guitar anymore. She's childish, and that's it. I mean, what's the third game's gonna
That
be?
was the game.
That was the
That was
game.
the game.
You never played
I
it?
didn't even get all the way through the first game, so I don't even know.
Oh, well, spoiler alert. Yeah, the third game.
It's okay. I mean, that game got hard and it was annoying. It took me forever to even get a courage to even finish. But I may forget all that anyway when I eventually
Play
get
it.
around to it.
Yeah, the reason I'm gonna say there will be a Last of Us Part 3 is because money. Money, money, money. The show was a huge success. The game is still selling like fucking hotcakes. So yes, of course there's gonna be another fucking game.
When there was money to make, they would definitely do it.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, look at
Nelson.
Halo.
Yeah, hey, yeah, exactly. Halo should have died a long time ago.
No, I'm
Uh,
saying Halo 3 was supposed to be the last one, but money they kept it going.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Halo should have died a long time ago, right around 3, maybe even
Gears of War 3 was supposed to be the last of it, but that made too much money, so they kept that going.
they kept that going.
Yeah, they
Uh,
told Bungie, like, oh, we want to make something else. They were like, get fucked.
get fucked. Yeah, Bungie. That's why Bungie's like, we're out of here.
That's
Um,
why they did.
let's keep going with the Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet because it could become the most expensive game ever, and that's from the same interview. And it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, we all saw the numbers for The Last of Us Part 2 and how many writers they had hired, how many artists they had hired, how many of the same fucking job they had hired, which
They got
ballooned.
800 people and haven't come out with a game in 5 years. Probably be 7 by the time this comes out. So
Yeah, exactly.
they
So
got basically got 4 studios making one fucking game that now it's got to sell 35 million fucking copies to break even. Ain't gonna do
mhm.
that.
What's up, Keenan? How are you, man?
But
Uh, don't thank
my
me for
honest,
the gifted membership. That was all Leon. So thanks, Leon, and the performance is great on this game. Go ahead, Tyler.
my honest opinion, the only game I really loved and played it several times from Naughty Dog is Uncharted. That's my favorite series from um Naughty Dog, and I have never really liked other games from Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's my opinion, though.
Mr. Iron Man says going to be the most expensive game ever and have maybe a quarter of the content GTA 6 will have. Yeah, true,
It won't be as much as GTA though either.
but
But
GTA
at
I
is
least
don't.
they
I
also
don't
did
think
going
it.
to
that's accurate.
be over $1 billion too. You know what I mean? This game might
But
be 300 million or 400 million, but GTA is on a whole other level.
are they going to even sell enough to break even from
Oh
the
yeah,
No.
yeah,
prices?
yeah. They will. It's
Oh,
one is
GTA will. GTA will make 5 billion in its first year probably.
yeah. They'll make
I
stupid
wasn't
money.
talking. I wasn't talking about Breath of Fire. I was talking about this other one that Naughty
Oh
Dog is.
no.
Intergalactic, yeah, it will. It will because the fucking the thing with video games, which is very weird, right? We don't do this in our day to day, but in video games, people do. which is it's Naughty Dog, it's Neil Druckmann, and people are too much of a fanboy to turn the fucking game down. I mean, just when the game got announced, people were saying it was game of the year. It's like, what, my guy? All you
Really?
saw was the CGI trailer. Yeah, not a lot, but a few people. But they were already saying dumb shit like that, right? And you had the other side too, who were completely shitting on the game just because of the way the main character looked and the things she said, and so it's very polarizing. I'm of the type of just we haven't seen anything. Now I like the vibe, right? But I didn't see anything that sold me on the game. All we saw was a freaking character. As a matter of fact, I would say it pushed me away from buying the game. But there's still a lot more to be told with that game. We haven't seen anything, so I can't make I can't really
Yeah.
base an opinion on that yet. Um, as far as will it make its money back? Yeah, I think it will. It's a Sony first party game. Sony first party games make their money back. I don't think PlayStation has had a loser, except for Concord, in the
Oh
last
my God, that
two
was a
gens.
disaster.
Yeah, a disaster.
That was a freaking disaster.
And that was a
And I
live
don't know.
service game too, so that's a new type of thing they're getting into. So it's not
I
their
just
bread and
hope they
butter.
give. I just hope they give up on that because definitely not worth
Oh,
how
they're
much
not,
money they
man.
cost.
Sorry to break the news, bro. They're not. And we've had this conversation before. Where PlayStation, why would they, right? And we just saw some numbers that came out Friday that said that I think it was either 40% or 60%. I can't remember either or. 40% or 60% of PlayStation's money comes from hardware, which is a big chunk of its
24,
fucking
23,
bro. It was some higher than that. Way higher than that.
23.
Let's look it up real quick. Then what the fuck was the majority of what was that 40% number that I was talking
Gas,
about then?
DLC, microtransactions, add-on
I'm just
content, and microtransactions.
saying the only thing from Naughty Dog, if would be a day one sale for me, would be and on Uncharted. That's all I care about with Naughty Dog. But I don't know if we'll ever see another one because now they're doing these new IPs that I'm not even into.
PlayStation hardware is the second largest revenue driver for Sony's gaming business. So Nelson's right, 24%. I guess that's what I was trying to say. It's the second thing that makes them the most money is hardware. So when we talk about, these live service games and, you know, right now, if it's the second, people ain't fucking buying a PlayStation for live service games, right?
That's what
They're
they're playing on it.
they're playing on it because it's available. But if Xbox didn't fuck up the last two gens and they had fucking the heavy hitters too, this would have been Xbox. But it's not. It's unfortunate. But
But
add-on
but you look at
content. What was that, Tyler?
look what Warner Brothers fucked up with the Suicide Squad with that guy's service. That game was utterly failed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Live service games are failing because for a lot of different reasons. But the main one is in order to come up with a successful live service, you got to pull people away from the live service they're currently playing. And nobody has been able to achieve that yet successfully. Nobody. I mean,
And they
you
use money. They're using money because it fails, and they keep trying.
well, they keep trying because if they are successful, that's going to pay all that money they lost and then some. So they see it as a risk that is worth taking. Where that's where I disagree. But they're just basically trying to hit the lottery. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they keep coming up with live service. But PlayStation is in a tough situation because they haven't fucking released anything really over the last year. I mean, they have Astrobot. We got Ghost of Yote coming out in October. But I mean, they're doing
Astro Ball was
basically
pretty good though.
yeah. Oh, Astrobot was amazing. Yeah, but it's not the console seller. It's not the
Yeah,
Astrobot's not selling 10 million copies like PlayStation needs, right? Remember, PlayStation's only making about 7% profit on these games, on these first party games. So
like
majority, I think
think
what?
think if they did another Astro Ball, it would sell.
No.
They'll make their money, but it's never going to make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's not gonna make the money that they needed to make. And by
No,
needed, I mean like
If you were a
no.
small publisher, they'd be happy. They'd be fucking tickled pink.
hmm
but they're not.
or not.
It probably was a one-up game that made them money for like one game, but it's
Oh,
not
they're gonna
something.
make. Well, no, they're gonna keep making them. Oh, absolutely, they will keep making them, but it's not gonna be their priority. It's never gonna replace a game like The Last of Us or Uncharted or Ghost or Horizon. This is gonna be just an add-on type of game, right? Another game to put in their catalog. But if PlayStation right now said, all right, we got $100 million to make a game, they're not gonna go with Astrobot to eat up that $100 million. They're gonna go with
Yeah.
one of their big IPs. Now, if they say, "Hey, we have 150 million,"
Mm.
then maybe they'll take that 100 million, make that big AAA game, and then take that 50 million, make Astrobot. But Astrobot has been very successful for PlayStation. Just because it didn't make $1 billion doesn't mean it wasn't. It was very successul. It
It got
just
kids involved in the fucking system too, which are future customers.
future
I
customers
got
exactly.
I like all the H to H with all the robots like from other franchises. That was cool.
hmm Yeah, no, it's a very well made game, man. Astrobot. But yeah, the live service kick with PlayStation, they're gonna keep trying it. The fact that Intergalactic is gonna be the most expensive game Naughty Dog has ever made doesn't surprise me, and that's something that's hurting video game industry in general. Every game
800 to
they,
1,000 people, and they haven't released a game in 5 years and counting. I mean, it's not like they're 150 people.
yep,
What I
you,
was what I'm really upset about the live service, the Forza Motorsport they did. Those games eventually get shut down because of the license. So
yeah,
Yep.
what happens to the campaign? They have to shut down.
physical baby,
You
physical.
have a I have physical, but is the game campaign still going to be shut that down and all you have is free play?
Well, that's the argument with killing games, right? That's what they're arguing is, hey, you guys need to have something there for when you do shut the service down that people can
Yeah,
still
patch that shit
access.
or something so you can at least
I,
go
I,
around the
I did
track.
like that problem with the crew, like they did with the crew, where they shut the first game down.
hmm You know who else did that?
Ubisoft.
That Wonder Bros game, that fighting game, that cartoon one. I forget the name of it. They allowed you to download the game for free, so you have local gameplay with that one. I thought that was pretty cool. Their servers shut down,
That's
and they still allow you to download the game so you can play it. The only thing
oh
is,
really?
you had to download it before the servers went offline, because otherwise there's no
Oh
way to access it. So yeah, they'll do stuff like that. But let's continue on with Sucker Punch a little bit, because we have some news in regards to Sucker Punch and some rumors as well. And one of them is Sucker Punch doesn't want to make a new Sly Cooper game. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard of this, but I want to repeat it again for those in the back. I never played Sly Cooper games, so I'm not invested in it, but I know there's a lot of people here. And we have another article from Game Rant that says here the potential for a new Sly Cooper game from its original developer team seems increasingly unlikely following recent comments made by one of Sucker Punch's creative directors. Sucker Punch pioneered the Sly Cooper franchise, and while more recent games features the Master of Thieves raccoon have been handled by Sanzaru Games, many of fans' most fond memories are tied to the series' early entries. Along with a series like Jack and Dexter and Little Big Planet, Sly Cooper is generally considered one of PlayStation's best forgotten franchises from the early 2000s. The first three games in the series were released between '02 and '05, and while Sanzaru picked up the reins for Anthology, The Sly Cooper in 2010, and original Adventure Sly Cooper Thieves in Time in 13, the original trio from Sucker Punch still holds a strong place in their hearts of many gamers. Sucker Punch is likely done with Sly Cooper, but recent comments from Sucker Punch co-creative director Nate Fox indicate that there's very little interest from the creative team in reclaiming the anthropomorphic raccoons franchise. So Nate Fox is basically saying, look, we love Sly Cooper, but the team's not really interested in making it. Nelson, do you blame them for that? Or are you mad about it? Or what do you think?
They're too big of a studio to make a Sly Cooper, and that's it. And unless they started expanding on that studio, and while they were growing, they were tasked to make something smaller, like the New People, I don't see it being possible, to be honest with you.
See,
I've moved on.
I disagree wholeheartedly with your thinking of just because you only have three, four, 500 people, you can
They have
only
like
focus on
180.
one game. I know I'm just giving an example, even 180 people. I believe that these people are talented enough, they have enough money where they can break off a small team of 5, 10 people to work on a passion project. Something like Sly Cooper.
5, 10 people? Jesus Christ, you're thinking of something real small.
Fuck you mean? Look at Silk Song. One of the best selling games in history is made by fucking 15 people. Their first one was like 7 people or 5 people or 4 people or something like that. Fucking Wukong, fucking, I mean, the list goes on and on
Wukong's
and
like a
on.
hundred and something.
They can
Now,
make a full game with just 7 people.
yes, absolutely. There's one game developers. I've been talking about the dude who did Spider-Man for the PS2. He's the one who actually did the swinging mechanic. You know what he does now? He makes indie titles for the Switch by himself. By himself. How do I know this? Because there was a YouTuber who went to go interview him to show him Spider-Man 2018. And just so they can compare, right? Nostalgia. Hey, you did this in 2002. This is 2018. What do you think about it? Blah, blah. And what he does is he creates 1 to 2 games per year for the Switch, and he's making a livable income off that. His house is a modest house. It's a 3 bedroom house, 2 bathroom in Washington. He doesn't have fancy cars or anything, but he lives like we do, a regular life, because he
Does it
develops
by
games for the
himself?
Switch. Yeah, by himself. But that's
Oh
that's
my
that's not an unusual thing. I mean, there's so many people who do it with their friends and they end up becoming something greater than they ever thought it would, right? And they end up selling the studio. But the point is there is no reason, especially with the name recognition of Sly Cooper, Jack and Dexter, Spyro, all these IPs that were super popular in the mid 2000s, late 90s. There is no excuse really for a small team of 5 people, 10 people to be able to create a smaller freaking indie type of game and put it out. And I think this is something that PlayStation really, really needs. Right now with PlayStation, we're only seeing their big games come out every 5, 6, 7 years. We need more content.
God, they
They have
even
the money. They have the IP.
and they even brought Crash Bandicoot back a while ago. Oh,
Yeah, and that thing
remember
sold
that?
well. That thing sold really good. Well, not like super good, but it paid for itself, right?
It
Now,
and it was an old IP.
yeah, it was an old IP. And that's all I'm saying is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just give people more of they want. A 3D little platformer that costs, 30 million to make or less, right? Just a little side money. And I say 30 million like it's side money just in comparison to the budget of some of these games, right? 200, $300 million. But I'm sure you can get it done. Look, if you start with a team right now, a small team, 5 to 10 people, and start making a Sly Cooper game or Jack and Dexter, have it be ready by the beginning of the PS6 gen, that is feasible. You can do
Well,
that.
fucking what was it? Ratchet and Clank was like 75. So
Yeah, but that's a big game as well. That's
Ratchet
20
Clank
hours.
with
That's
Connor
15
was my
hours.
favorite one.
They did new technology. They did, they're using the SSD. And, I'm not saying a game of that caliber. I'm just saying a small little, even a 2D platformer. Or if you want to make it 3D, that's okay too. But they can make a early 2000 game style type of game that's very cheap to make, easy to make with today's technology. Imagine if the dudes who were making games in the 2000s for the PS2, Xbox 360, PS3, the type of games they can make back then with the technology they have now, it'd be insane. That's all I'm saying. They don't have to do something like the new Ratchet and Clank, but what they can do is something like a Sly Cooper from '05 with, you know, a little bit better graphics, or make it stylized, and it will sell. I mean, it's not going to sell 10 million, but it'll sell a million, 1.5 million, 2 million just off name recognition alone, off nostalgia alone, and it would satiate that hunger for that single player narrative driven game, that platformer style of game. Tyler, what do you think about what I just said? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Especially after you told me that one person has made a gaming like this. It's
Yeah,
they just need the passion for it.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. They just need the passion for it. And
And the Ass Swipe Koopa game was what back on the PS.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Shit.
it skipped a whole generation.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Then
mean, look.
we had that movie come out too. I thought they were queuing up for another game because they were a movie.
Mm-hmm. And look at
That
what's his name? Mr. Matty Plays. Matty Plays is creating a game right now, right? He's not a freaking multi-billion-dollar studio with 100 million people working for him. No, it's just him and his buddies creating a game. You know what I'm saying? With minimal money. He's using his YouTube money to make this fucking game,
oh
right?
my god.
Matty Place ain't making $1 million a year, but he has the
No.
passion and he's not a developer, so he's learning everything. I agree with you, Keenan, and I'm gonna get to the chat real quick here in a second. But Nelson, now that you heard my spiel, what do you think?
I think there ain't no fucking money in making it some little fucking indie game.
That's just ridiculous. Because if there wasn't, you wouldn't see 1,000 fucking games come out on Steam every month.
Yeah, well, a lot of people sitting at home, they ain't gonna fucking feed a publisher though.
Oh my goodness,
Well, if
five
one
to ten
person
people is just
5 to 10
enough.
people ain't gonna be able to make shit.
Never mind. You obviously are being a contrarian today and not adding anything of value to this fucking podcast today.
Well, it's kind of ridiculous.
No, that's not ridiculous. I literally gave you about 7 fucking examples, including Madly Play, of people that are making
And then
fucking
is
games.
anybody gonna give a shit about that game? You think PlayStation's gonna waste their time with it?
So
They're not.
how the fuck are we seeing over 10,000 games a year releasing on Steam? Explain
And how
that
many
to
of those
me.
games? Hey, you know what's funny? Like 90% of those don't reach $1,000 in fucking sales. That's fact.
Yeah,
$1,000, not 100,000, not
if
10,000,
if you're
1,000.
making a fucking game, look at me with YouTube. Am I making fucking $1,000 a fucking month? No, but I'm fucking passionate, so I do it. And guess what? I do make a little bit of money. I'm not gonna quit my day job. But guess what? If the grind continues, I continue to innovate and put out quality fucking product. I myself can get to a point where I can fucking quit my job and work from home. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking have a bop house where I got fucking 13 streamers in one house in a mansion, fucking creating a big fucking revenue increase. No, but I can still create a channel big enough where I can sustain myself. A lot of pub developers do the same shit out there with video games. Yes, they may only make $5,000 off their game they just made. Guess what? They'll just get to work on the next fucking small game, and the next one will make 10,000, 15 grand, 20 grand, and we see it all the time. We just saw fucking these YouTubers make Gone Fishing. It's a fucking pixelated fucking fishing game. YouTubers did that. A team of like fucking 8 dudes working from their fucking gaming PC. So the fact that you say it's not feasible is fucking ridiculous to say.
Yeah, PlayStation's not gonna waste their time with that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna waste their time with fucking live service and every fucking thing else. Anyways, let's move on to the next one, since our fucking co-host here has no fucking inputs today. Venom
I'm just not gonna speak
game leaks
ridiculousness.
is good news for PS5 fan. Basically, what happened with that is there's a leak that Venom, um, that they're working on Venom game. They saw some, I think it was some screenshots here. Let me go ahead and says a recent leak on X by Marvel leaker Redacted Guy has claimed that from what they know, various systems of the game are already complete, according to Redacted Guy. Both the combat and traversal systems for Venom were completed, and the story was essentially smoothed out. The game even allegedly had mocap and voice lines recorded by Venom actor Tony Todd, rest in peace, who tragically passed away in November 2024.
Oh yeah, he
Rumors,
did that
yeah,
that game. I mean,
rumors
Spider-Man
earlier
2, right?
Yes. Rumor earlier this year suggested that a Venom reveal may still arrive in 2025, so hopes are high that players might finally get to see the rumored title. However, Redacted Guy did note with their latest revelation that the game is also small enough where, due to the breach, it could have been scrapped. For now, it seems like a case of wait and see with Marvel's Venom. Nelson, do you think that we're ever going to get a Venom game from Insomniac or
Those are
PlayStation?
the rumors, but fucking, it's just rumors. Who the hell knows? I'd like one. I enjoyed playing as Venom.
So My question is, if they did, would this be another like
I think it was
spin-off?
supposed to be DLC, but did the DLC get scrapped? Are they making a whole game? Are they not doing a goddamn thing? I don't know.
So, if this game is like true, like happen, would this be like a spin-off like they did with Miles Morales?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so.
It'll be something like that. Yeah.
But maybe it'll take place after the second coming.
Keenan says, let me catch up with the chat. Iron Man says 3 missions left. Damn, he's about to beat the game. Thanks for the gifted, by the way. Already read that. Going to be the most. I'm good, bro. Finally, I usually watch your unbox videos to see if games work offline. Thank you, Keenan. Appreciate that. Though they meant most expensive game ever. I got the honest question: would you get a Switch 2 or Steam Deck? Steam Deck, Keenan, all fucking day,
Switch 2.
bro, all day. I have the Switch 2 and the Steam Deck, and I still play on the Steam Deck way more than I do the Switch 2. Except for Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I just beat, and I put in about 45 hours into it. The next game I'm interested for the Switch 2 is Metroid. So Switch, do you Keenan, do you have a Switch 1? I should start with that. Do you have a Switch 1? If you don't have a Switch 1, get a Switch 2. If you do have a Switch 1, don't fucking get a Switch 2. Okay. Oh, wait. You're still damn. Look, man, I don't know. I don't want to tell you to get something, but I'll tell you this. On the Steam Deck, I have options for way more games that I would like to play. Switch only has specific games. There's only about 3 to 5 games per generation that I'm actually kind of interested for Nintendo. So if you only want to play it for Zelda, only Zelda, you don't need a Switch 2 for that. You can get a Switch 1 for that. Go buy the cheapest Switch 1 you can get. Performance is better on the Switch 2. Frames, graphics look identical to me. I can't really tell the difference. Yeah, some things may look a little bit brighter, but if you're able to get a Switch OLED, even better. Yes, the Switch games are
Probably.
extremely fucking expensive. Extremely expensive. And that's another thing that I don't like about Nintendo. It's like, okay, first off, their games ain't even they're not that good to require that amount, and now you're charging that much. It's like I don't know, bro. I just find more value in the Steam Deck. There's way more games you can play, and you can even get a freaking what do you call that thing where you emulate. You can emulate now. Emulate legally, of course. We don't promote piracy or anything like that. But if you buy a Switch game, you own it. You can emulate that game within the law, right? All you need is a copy of that game. You need to own a copy of it, and you can emulate it legally. So just keep that in mind. You can technically also play Switch games on the Steam Deck. Second to last, little news article. So I want to talk about this first, and then we'll talk about PlayStation top 20 best selling games of all time. But let me just start reading this. This is from Game Rant, and it says here: Ghost of Yotei dev reportedly fired after comment about Charlie Kirk assassination. So this question is going to be basically if should video game developers or just people in general be held accountable for what they say outside the office? Are you a representative of your work while not at work? So let's read here. Sucker Punch has
When you put
reportedly.
your shit all over your profile and let everyone know what you do, that's on you.
It says here Sucker Punch has reportedly fired a Ghost of Yotei character artist over comments she made online in the wake of assassination of right-wing political commentator and Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, RIP. Ghost of Yotei is set to be one of the biggest PlayStation 5 releases of the fall season, but it will apparently be moving forward without the continued work of senior character artist Drew Harrison. On September 10th, Kirk was making a public appearance at Utah Valley University when a shot rang through the crowd. Sitting under a tent while debating gun violence with an attendee, Kirk was struck in the neck by a bullet and collapsed from his chair. He was rushed from the scene of the shooting to Timpangos Regional Hospital and underwent emergency surgery, but was later pronounced dead. The shooting has led to a flurry of polarizing activity on social media, with many expressing their condolences to Kirk's family or condemning gun violence, and some others making light of the situation. Hours after Kirk's death had been publicly announced, a post was added to Harrison Blue Sky account stating, "I hope the shooter named is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back." The comment clearly referenced Luigi Mangione, who has been indicted for the New York City murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in December 24, while also referring to characters from Super Mario franchise. A follow-up post on Thompson's Blue Sky account posted on September 11th states, "If standing up against fascism is what cost me my dream job I held for 10 years, I would do it again 100 times stronger." So basically, it shows on her LinkedIn that she worked at Sucker Punch from 10 years ago to September 11, 2025. And we can assume that she no longer works there, and that she said that if standing up to fascism cost her her dream job, then so let it be it. So she's basically saying, I got fired. Um, and then the question stands, right? Should you be fired from your job for, no matter how disgusting your views are, out away from work? Tyler, what do you think about that?
Um, Honestly, I
Tyler, are you talking? Because we can't hear you.
sorry, I my control was too low. I'm sorry about that.
There you are.
This the severity of it is like glorifying death or anything that is extremely horrible. It's gonna give that company a bad name because of that person if they kept them employed. So whatever you do outside of your work and it makes your company look bad, yes, you should be held accountable.
If
Nelson?
you want to be posting all
I
kinds of whatever, blah 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 bullshit, don't put where you work, where you live, where you fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who you're
don't, yeah,
affiliated with. Yeah,
you
keep
can
that
have
shit out
your
of there if you're gonna be saying crazy shit.
you can
yeah,
have your opinions.
yeah. I agree with
You can
both of
have
you
your
guys.
opinions, but man, I mean, just don't
Because what is the company
just
supposed to
don't
do?
put it
Like
out there.
fucking,
Well,
you're costing me money now. I don't give a fuck what you do on your own time, but now
Yeah,
you're putting my name out there too.
exactly. If you want to use your company's name for clout, 'cause let's be fucking real. When you put who you work for, where all that, you're using that, whether it's
You're speaking for
socially
them regardless if they want you to or not.
or not, and you're using them for your own benefit, right? When you there's anyways, I don't agree that if you have personal opinions about anything, that your other aspects of your life should suffer. But it goes both ways, because if you are willing to make things public, there are consequences to that. So you got to take the good with the bad. Now, like Nelson said, nobody had to
You
know that
didn't.
you work for Sucker Punch. Nobody had to know you work for PlayStation. You did that. So I don't feel bad for you, not one fucking bit. And let me just catch up with the chat here real quick. It says,
oh,
it was sad to see Dev celebrating that evil. Yes, especially Sucker Punch. I enjoy their games, but can't go around calling for people to get killed just because you disagree with them. Facts. No matter who we support in politics, it's not right to celebrate killing. Dev should be held accountable. No remorse, sympathy. It's sad that people got to fear for their life. Audio, yeah, it's come. People are scared. Yeah, I agree with all you guys on that, man. First off, I don't give a fuck where she works at, but anybody who celebrates fucking murder is a piece of fucking shit. We talked about Roblox fucking a couple weeks ago, the harming of children and the fact that they didn't do shit for these predators. They're fucking garbage. They're pieces of fucking the lowest of the scum, right? Same thing goes with this fucking bitch, Harrison or whatever her fucking name is. She's a piece of fucking shit. There are people that I dislike, that I fucking just with a passion, I will never ever want for them to die, right? The fact that somebody can fucking feel comfortable to go on social media and Blue Sky out of all places, which is nothing but a fucking echo chamber, and promote something like this is ridiculous. And she's not the only one. There have been numerous other devs, numerous other people. As a matter of fact, on social media, I saw, I'm not even going to say their name, but a kind of a famous influencer who said, you know what, let's get these people fired. Hit the comment section down below. How many people did you get fired today? And I took joy in that shit. I took joy in that. I'm not going to lie. Now, people talk about free speech all the fucking time. Well, guess what? It ain't fun when it's happening to you this time, right? For the last 10 years, how many people got canceled, got fucking doxxed, lost their fucking, their living, family, all sorts of shit because one group of people weaponized it, right? Threats. Fuck. Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, how many threats did she fucking get for just speaking her mind or saying an opinion that may have been unpopular? Fuck that. If you
Yeah, you
are
can't even get a
comfortable,
job in Hollywood if you fucking believe one way or the fucking.
exactly. No, fuck that, man. She did it to herself. All these other developers did it to themselves. Keep, I've always said, keep politics out of fucking gaming to begin with. Um, there's so many other topics that you can get into, and also there's a way of doing it that is not fucking shitty and grimy and you know what I mean? You can talk about these off topic kind of um, discussions, right? Religion, politics, stuff like that. There's a way of doing it, but these people are just so extreme. I mean, they call Charlie Kirk a fascist. I don't think they know what the definition of fascist is, right? So it's sad the whole way through, but I really wanted to ask you guys what you guys thought about it. And you guys came up with good answers that, hey, if you're posting where you work, where you live, all this information, then you should prepare
And
yourself
there was so much
for,
people that have got fired.
yeah, a lot of people
I've
did.
seen a ton of people get fired for saying some pretty disgusting shit.
And that speaks to to them, to how they are as a person. You know what I mean? Like, if you
And they
are,
cry when they get fired.
oh, of course, because, yeah, of course, man. But yeah, moving on. We already answered the question. We beat on a dead horse. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, man. That was sad. I watching that video, man. That's it was tough, man. And mind you, me and Nelson were ex-military. I can't speak for Nelson, but I seen people get killed in the army, and it's never pleasant, man. It's just it's a gruesome thing. And when I
Especially when
saw
they got
that,
little kids.
especially when they got little kids, and when I saw that video of Charlie actually posted by Nelson, I was like, there's no way this dude made it. Oh, and it was just gut wrenching immediately. And it's not because I ever met this dude, because I never have. But you guys who are in this podcast, you hear me plenty of times where I basically say whatever the hell I want to say, right? And freedom of speech is extremely important to me. So much so that I wanted to defend it. Our, not just freedom of speech, but our way of life, our way of just what America stands for, to the point that I decided to join the military. And yeah, the wars that we fought may not have been justified. The conflicts we're in may not be justified and may not be the right thing. But at the end of the day, I did it because I love my country and what we stand for. And freedom of speech is one of those things that every single person should have. But there's consequences to that as well. Freedom of speech ain't free. It's not. It has been paid for in blood and it will continue to do so. But just remember, you can't just go
Oh,
around fucking saying shit and be conscience free. Anything else you guys want to add to that?
oh no, I think you summed it up. I just saw a freaking they had new background for the welcome page and I lost it.
Oh shit. That sucks. All right, last topic of the
Um,
evening.
it sorry.
No, it's good. Last topic of the
Anyway,
evening
anyway,
is you're gone?
yeah, I had to go stop my live stream for my Xbox game
All
now.
right. We'll see you, Tyler. Thanks for
But
stopping by, man.
but yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for letting me in, and I'll talk to you later.
All righty. Last topic of the
Bye. See
evening.
you.
We'll see you, man. Is
See you, man.
a list from Game Rant, which is 20 best-selling PlayStation games of all time. So let me read real quick how they came up with this. It says the top 20 all-time best-selling games for PlayStation console in the United States were just shared, and Call of Duty and Rockstar Games completely dominate the charts. Minecraft, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and Redemption 2 were all heavy hitters, with Grand Theft Auto 5 standing at the top as having made more money and sold more units on PlayStation than any other game. On September 9th, 1995, Sony entered the console war in North America by releasing the PlayStation. This revolutionary piece of hardware introduced a new paradigm in the industry and would establish PlayStation as a cornerstone of gaming worldwide, with a total of 4 more mainline consoles released over the next 3 decades, not including handhelds like the PSP. Now, in honor of the console's big anniversary, Circana has revealed the bestsellers from console series over the last 30 years. A new list shared by Circana senior director and video game industry thought leader Matt Piscatella on Blue Sky shows the top 20 best-selling PlayStation console games in the United States, both by dollar made and units sold. So it's not just by one thing or the other; it's by dollar made and units sold. So um, let's go over the list. Nelson, you ready?
Yeah, I've
Number
seen it, but
20
yeah.
is Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is best sold in dollars, and then best sold in units is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Nelson, do you want to say anything about those games?
Nope. Black
So
Ops 4 was big though.
yeah, oh yeah, super big. Vice City is the game that got me to buy a PlayStation
That's
2.
gotta include the remasters too, because I can think of games that were above that, because that didn't hit 20 million on PlayStation 2. Things like Horizon and stuff did. So,
Yeah,
but
Vice City.
that doesn't include that's not including real releases and all that shit too, though.
Vice City was the game that got me to buy a PS2, that got me to leave Nintendo. I was at a Nintendo 64, and my decision was GameCube or PS2, and I was becoming a teenager, so I wanted more mature games, and Vice City was the game that got me to leave Nintendo and never come back till now. Number 19, as far as dollars made, we have Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. And then for units sold, we have Call of Duty World War II. So this is interesting because people that say PlayStation games don't sell or don't make any money, well, number 19 is Miles Morales. Nelson, anything you want to say about that?
Nope, that charted for like 2 years though.
Are you going to say no and then say something after that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Miles Morales charted for like 2 years. I mean, it charted for a very long time. It was and I'm not into the whole identity thing, but I will say that with Miles Morales, it was pretty cool because Miles Morales is Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican, even though he's only half Puerto Rican. So it was pretty cool playing as somebody who has the same kind of culture. So that was pretty badass. And then Call of Duty World War II is actually one of my favorite Call of Duty games, campaign wise. It has Josh, what's his name? Josh Durham or whatever his name is. That's the sergeant who's the hard ass. I think Nelson and I and every military guy can has a story of a drill sergeant that was just like him, or a soldier or a battle buddy that was just like him. So it was very, very relatable. Number 18 in dollars made is Marvel Spider-Man 2, and unit sold was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Nelson, does Spider-Man 2 surprise you?
Yes,
Really? Why?
because it's only been out for 2 years.
It's only been out for 2 years. Yeah, you're right. And it's only a PS5
Not
exclusive. So,
even. It hasn't even been 2 years yet.
yeah, and it's a PS5 exclusive. You can't play it on PS4. So, super interesting. Black Ops 2 is unit sold. Number 17, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 2011 is the best selling dollars wise for PlayStation of all time. And then for units sold, it's Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, that is surprising to me. I had no idea that sold that many units. What about you, Nelson?
Yeah, that game's in and out of the top sellers all the time. Sometimes it's $5, so I don't like it, but Henry does.
Henry does like it. Number 16, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 2023. That is dollars made. And then I'm sorry, units. Yes, dollars made. And then for units sold is Black Ops 1. Super interesting there. Number 15, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So that was already number 20, but that is for dollars made. And it made the list at number 15 for units sold. So super interesting there. I'm sorry, the other way around. Number 20 for copies sold, and then number 15 for money made. And then for games sold is the Elden Scroll 5. That is number 15 for games sold. That doesn't surprise me either because they release that game every year or every 2 years. Number 14, dollars made is World War II Call of Duty, which was also number 19 in units sold. And then across from World War II, we have God of War 2018. So that is number 14 for units sold. Number 13, Black Ops 1. And then for units sold, The Last of Us, the first one. Number 12, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And then for dollars made or units sold is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Number 11, Spider-Man 2018 for units or for dollars made. And then for units sold is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is the new one. Number 10, Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. That is for units or dollars made. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for units sold. Nelson, did you ever play Guitar Hero?
Yep,
Do you wish those games came back?
my kids do. They want me to go out and buy the damn things again. I'm like, I'm not buying all that shit again. I
Yeah.
still have a guitar around here somewhere, but I don't think it works.
Number
But yeah,
9.
we used to get really drunk, and then I would be playing in my underwear with people over when I was in the army. That was one of my games
Oh,
I played
yeah.
in the army.
Yeah, that was definitely an army game we played too.
I used to get fucked up, and we used to just pass it around. I don't know why I was always in my underwear, but
Yeah, we
got hot.
had the same thing, dude. I've gotten laid with Guitar Hero so many fucking times in the army playing that shit. We used to play like strip poker, but with Guitar Hero. Oh God. I even had my first three-way kiss with two girls as a bet from playing Guitar Hero. So I will always remember that game. Number 9 for units or dollars made is Grand Theft Auto San Andrea. And then for units sold is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Number 8, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And then for units sold is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I just beat that game last week, and man, it is really good. The graphics are really, really good. What up, hero? How you doing? Yeah, bro. A three-way kiss with two girls. It was awesome. It's always in some shitty apartment too. Number 7, we have Minecraft for dollars made, and then for units sold, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 6, for units sold, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and then for dollars made, we have Spider-Man 2018. Number 5, for units sold, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and then for dollars made, Modern Warfare 2019, which actually, Modern Warfare 2019, I have over 800 hours in. It was the first game that really got me to play PvE, PvP type of games. Number 4, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 2022. And then for dollars made, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Number 3, we have Red Dead Redemption for dollars made and Red Dead Redemption 2 for copies sold. Number 2, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 for dollars made. And then number 2 for top units sold, Minecraft. And then number 1 in both dollars made and units sold is Grand Theft Auto 5. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is the game that has sold the most on PlayStation ever, and is the game that has made the most money for PlayStation ever. Nelson, does this list surprise you in any way, shape, or form?
Not really, no.
God of War 2019 surprised me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I did not expect that game to show up, especially with all the Call of Duties out there. But besides that one, that's
I
the
thought Horizon might be on there because those are not far apart.
yeah. I think God of
They're only
War.
like $1 million or $1.5 million apart or something.
I think the Horizon IP has sold 30 million or so.
Yeah, but the first one I know did 20 before it even went to PC, so
Uh, so super interesting.
it's probably
Keenan
number 21, 22, 23, or 24.
Keenan says he doesn't like Ragnarok. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of God of War. I mean, they're okay games, but I'm not like a huge fanboy.
I am.
I don't think there's. I mean, I like the story. I don't really like the gameplay as much. I'm not saying I hate it. I prefer other types of gameplay, not necessarily God of War. Like that whole Valhalla DLC, I didn't really care too much for it. But that is the top 20 best-selling games on PlayStation and the top 20 money makers for PlayStation as well. So as you can tell, majority is third party. The only games on the list that came from PlayStation are The Last of Us, Spider-Man, and God of War. So now you know why The Last of Us will do a complete edition, a deluxe edition, a remaster of the remaster, and so on and so forth, because they're making a killing. But that is the show for today. We went for 2 hours. It felt a little light, but it was a good time. Nelson, anything else you want to let the people know?
Nope, that's about it.
All right, there we have it, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this beautiful Sunday evening. Tuesday is the Just Playing live stream where me and RPG88 pick a game to play. Um, It'll probably be Borderlands. I ain't gonna lie. I've been having a great time with Borderlands. Borderlands is starting off to a strong start. The developer is listening to the gamers, and they're gonna be adding a couple new things like FOV and a couple other quality of life things that I'm looking forward to seeing. But the game runs really good on the PS5 Pro. It's not even a PS5 Pro game. So I can't wait till they do that PS5 Pro patch. And yes, Brett, I will be up probably for another 2 hours because for me, Monday starts. I am transitioning from my old job to my new job. And because of this new job, I will be able to do more content for you guys. We are at 1,670 subscribers. Let's help to get me to the 1,700 mark. Also, we are at 29 paid members. Wow, insane amount. Thank you guys for the support. It's crazy to me. Like I don't even know. So much so that I'm actually getting a little bit of money from YouTube, guys. How crazy is that? I mean, it's not enough to buy a video game, but still, like, I never thought I would make anything off YouTube, so it's insane. So that's all thanks to you guys. I do bust my ass making these videos, man. It may seem like a simple setup where I'm just in front of the camera unboxing games or testing them to see if they'll play with no internet, but it takes a lot of work, bro. It really does. I have to fucking plan it out. I gotta edit the shit together because I can't just record for 30 minutes nonstop. So I gotta do some work, and it makes me feel good that you guys appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, to you guys out there that want more from my channel, because I've had people say, well, Will, I need you to play the whole game the way through offline to see if it does play with no internet completely or if there's some sort of bug that crashes the game. And yeah, I can do that. Except that I don't want to just play one fucking game or just do one video and that's it, one video a month. But if you want to see that, nothing is stopping you from supporting the channel, my guy. How about you drop a $50 in here or $100 so I can hire more people to do these tests for me? Or guess what? You do these tests. You go out, buy these games day one like I do, play the fucking game, no matter that you can only play one game at a time. so we can all know before you make your purchasing decision, right? Because it's okay to use up Will's fucking money to help you decide if you're gonna buy the fucking game, right? But then you don't want to leave a fucking like. Fuck you. Go do your own fucking test how you want it to. Or you know what? Go follow doesitplay.org. They do these fucking tests. And guess what? With a whole team, they still only have 2,500 games out of the decade they've been doing this shit. Just to put it in perspective. Don't come at me. Go at the fucking developers who aren't putting the fucking games on the disc. There should be no reason why Will 777JP has to fucking test these games. So don't get mad at me because you're only seeing the fucking intro to the game. Go fucking holler at the developers. Oh no, you won't do that because they fucking make the games that you like and you want to suck their dick, right? Fuck off. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for your support, man. It means the world to me and it motivates me to do even more. So I will continue to do what I've been doing and buy these games out of my own fucking pocket for as long as I can till I go broke, I lose my job or something like that, and then I won't. It's just simple. But we'll catch you guys next week on the state of playing. I'm mixing two names together. The State of Gaming podcast, and then on Tuesdays with RPG for the Keep It Gaming or the Just Playing live stream. So thank you guys. We'll catch you next time. Keep it gaming.